Buddy, I just want to make a video today about catfish Camaros. Anybody thinking about buying a 93 to 2002, what you should expect, some positives, some negatives, and what my experience has been owning one. I have a 1995 Camaro Z28. This is the older model with the LT1. Personally, I like the body style a little better, even though it doesn't make as much steam as the LS1s do. But yeah, I'm just going to show you around and what to expect, some positives and some negatives. So first thing I'm going to start out with is the engine, what to know about these. These are 5.7 liter V8s. If you get the SS or the Z28, you'll either get an LS1 for the newer models or an LT1 similar to mine. Yes, I have my little LT1 badge. Of course, I got the strut bar from BMR. This has been a fairly reliable engine. Honestly, I have 120,000 miles. Only thing that's given out is my water pump, and in turn, something you should expect from an LT1 if you happen to get one, the OptiSpark, which is the distributor behind it, will go out as well. And it's really hard to get a good replacement. I'm kind of lucking out right now with this one. It's been running great, but keep in mind, if you buy an LT1, there's really no way around it. You're gonna have to deal with it. It's behind the water pump, all the way in the back, running off the crank, or sorry, off the cam. So keep that in mind. It's a pretty expensive repair, so that brings me to my next point. Owning an older car like this, you're gonna wanna know how to work on your car. And I'm not saying you have to be a master mechanic or anything, but I'm saying simple things you're going to want to do yourself. It's going to save you a lot of money, because when you take a car like this to a shop, you're going to get charged the classic car tax, I like to call it. They're going to kind of run your pocket. So something to keep in mind. It's not really the most practical car, but if you know how to work on it, even a small amount, it'll help you a lot. Couple other things to note. I do have the automatic transmission. It's the 4L60E. Sorry about that. It's a 4L60E, and they're known to not be the strongest transmissions. This car pushes 275 horsepower, which is not anything absurd. So generally it will take it, but mine did go out at about 119,000 miles. So something to keep in mind, be gentle. Also the rear end, 10 bolt, not the worst thing ever, but yeah, you can't even see it, but not the worst thing ever, but still a little delicate, is prone to damage. So another thing to keep in mind are some pros, because I absolutely love this car, even though it's been a ride. First of all, we're gonna look at the interior. We got T-tops, man. When it's raining, this is beautiful. You can take this out, go on the beach, cruise, whatever. Steering wheel, really comfortable, big glass windows. I love the interior. It smells like old car too, so that's a plus. I should mention the dash. If you buy one, it's probably gonna be destroyed. I have a replacement. From the sun, it bubbles up. It's already bubbling back up, so if you get one of these cars, make sure you buy a sunshade. It will help you preserve that dash. And if you live somewhere where it's hot, it'll keep your car cool, so definitely necessary. The radio in this car, if you have the Bose system, kind of bumps. It's pretty nice. Hard to find OEM replacements, though, to be honest, that are really, if you find any, they're really expensive. So if you like your tunes, could be alright. It's hit or miss. These cars are old, so I don't know what you want to do with the car. I made mine a hot rod. I am a teenager. I love to just have fun. You could definitely throw some long tube headers on there. Those are Corsa long tube headers. Lots of nice wheels fit on here. I got some C6 wheels, 275s, 17s fit nice. No issues there. Got the Corsa catback. Sounds really good, actually, even though it's not a ridiculous horsepower car. And performance mods, you can definitely, when your transmission goes out, I'm not going to say if, when your transmission goes out, while you're in there, I would I would recommend getting a shift kit, maybe a small stall converter, which is what I have, and upgrade your clutch packs, your power bands, just so it'll give some longevity, especially if you want to make it a hot rod or kind of a hot rod. You know what I'm saying? It'll handle a little bit of abuse, so something to keep in mind. My final thoughts: I bought this car for $6,000. That was after tax. I think the sticker price was about $5,100, and I paid tax, registration, insurance. Went off a lot, $6,000. I would say have another $6,000 on standby if you buy an old car like this. And that's just being honest with you. I wouldn't lie. It's pretty expensive because at first I really didn't know how to work on my car, so that's why I was telling you guys it would be very helpful if you know how to work on your car. But I mean, as I've owned it for a while now, if there's a repair that needs to be done, I can do it now, and I can save a lot of money and just pay for parts. So I would say if you do know how to work on your car, take the risk. I love this car when it drives good. It rips. It's fun. You never see them, especially in a decent shape like this. Mine isn't picture perfect example, but it's a pretty clean one, and if you clean it up nice, you'll turn some heads. It's fun, especially if you're a teenager, young guy like me. Probably one of the cheapest V8 sports cars you're gonna get, and love or hate the looks, I think it looks pretty good, especially because it's so different. I like things that are different, and it stands out, sounds good. You'll get respect. Like, I recommend it. I recommend it. You only live once, right? Might as well buy a Z28. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Good luck if you plan on buying one. See ya.